Hello, my peeps, and welcome once again to our YouTube channel, Shades with B. I know it's been a while, like I really abandoned this baby, and I'm sorry about that. Sometimes you want to start up something new and you think you've planned or you've built a strategy to follow through, and at the end of the day, you find yourself abandoning the thing or leaving it halfway or just. But do you know what the good thing about life is? Life always gives us second chances, and whenever you take it, you try to improve. And so this is me taking my second chance in the second part of the year to make sure I don't abandon this baby.
Hey, hey.
Okay, guys, so before I abandoned this baby, we were reviewing the book Dream Counts by Chimamanda, and I think episode 3, which is Omelego and Naffissatou. So I actually captured this part, Omelego and Naffissatou's part, as success versus justice. Yes, that's what I got. So I'm going to start with Omelego. As Omelego, Omelego, our baby now, smart girl. I mean, when she puts her mind to it, she gets it. Any office she walks in, she commands respect. That's what we always like in the professional world. Yes. You know, most of us that we've always been in the corporate world, like that's always been our gist. Like we always want to be heard. So Omelego got that. The one thing was, as Omelego got to the peak of her career, she started second guessing herself. Like, is this really what I want? So, like, I think that happened to me too a while ago because I was like, there's something called finding purpose. Like, okay, I remember when I wanted to do my MBA, I felt like, oh, I'll get in here, and maybe because it was my dad who suggested it, like when I got in, that dream, like that excitement just disappeared when I started doing my MBA. Like I was like, was this really what I wanted? Sometimes like success, how success is defined in an Africa home is go to school, get the top grades, get to the office, um, get a job, be able to cater to your family and stuff. But is that really like a yardstick to happiness or like your purpose in life? I don't know, guys. Like maybe you could give your suggestions in the comment section. So this was Omelego, right, in Abuja, the girl who dined with governors, the president. Yeah, she was the um direct report to the CEO of a big bank. And so, she really, got her act together. Like she was listened to. She made sure that her ideas were properly communicated. And you know how you're in the corporate world, like and then you have some guys who always try to water down your ideas because you are a lady and stuff. Omelego was not that person. They don't born you way. They don't born you way. So she's the kind of person that when she walks in, she commands respect. And when she's talking, like if she comes with her facts. Like she was an internal auditor. Guys, if you've worked in the audit department, hmm, you're everybody's enemy in the company. Oh my god. So you can imagine who Omelego was. She was in the audit department, and she was the CEO's right person. She went through all the documents, like she knew she knew the carcass in the banking world. And she really rose to the top very fast because the CEO put her as head of treasury. Everybody in the company was so pissed and stuff like that, but it didn't touch her. So, but one thing like actually got to Omelego at the end, like when she rose so fast in her career, She started, with all the money coming in, and the shitty games now. You know how banking is, with all the shitty things that happens sometimes. She tried to, give back to the society like a normal person, try to support little businesses and stuff. And for a while, she now started asking herself like deep questions like, is this really what she wanted in life? You know, yes. You know how she had the perfect LinkedIn biography, like, you snap the best pictures, write the longest caption on LinkedIn, and everybody is wishing to have your life, but behind closed doors, you're they don't know what you're going through. Like, you're asking questions, like deep questions, like, have I really? It now starts feeling. It now starts feeling like, you start feeling lost. You start feeling like you've not gotten what you wanted in life. Like, that's what they always say. Like, there was one time I think I was attending something like a conference in Kaduna in Nigeria, and they told us like, one of the speakers said the highest depressed people in the world are rich people's kids, like extremely rich, the kids that don't have to do anything because their lives are made. And that actually struck me, like, life is worth living because of the complexities. Like, I would say, yes, you have to study, you have to, like, when you have these tough barriers, right? When you're fighting to challenge those barriers, I think that's what keeps, like, makes life interesting, and you really want to climb up there. But when you've actually challenged all the barriers, like all the things that are limiting you, and you've reached the comfort area, I think things start getting different, or things starts feeling different. That was the case with Omelego. Like, when she got to the top, right? Things were she has fought everything. She don't fight any mumu with her way. Like, she don't go up there. But right now, what about her? Is she happy? That was when she started asking the real questions, like, am I happy? Is this what I really wanted in life? Or this was my father's dream, to be successful, make him happy and stuff? That was it. And with that, she actually decided to um, enroll in a master's program in the US to study pornography. Because she was in Abuja. I don't really know, between Abuja and Lagos, which one bad things they occur pass. Because Omelego had her group of friends. They used to go out. Nasty things used to happen. You know, God, I beg. Like, when I was in Lagos, yeah, if I attend a party and I hear this, we always play games in Nigeria. Yeah, there's always games. Even in Abuja, like, in short, like, there's always games. Once you start hearing things like, we are all adults here. If you don't, my brethren, pick your shoe, pack them, and leave that place, because crazy things will happen there. Hmm. That was Lagos own. Like, so with all the crazy things, like the crazy things she saw her friends do and all of that, so she really wanted to study pornography, especially. And I think the thing that actually made her to want to study that was her boyfriend, the guy she was having an affair with before she broke up with the guy. Like, the guy felt like that was what makes men happy and stuff, so she really wanted to, like, see what the triggers were. So, and then there was Naffissatou now, who had the Immigrant, right? Chiamaka's nanny. She was working in this big hotel, and she was assaulted by a very big man from France, I think a political body or so. And she doesn't really, like, I felt the babe went through a lot, guy. Like, I just felt, you know how women the things women go through. When you're assaulted, you come out to say your story, you're being blamed, people say rubbish. Like, it's so funny how there were mostly women who were writing rubbish, like she's the one who threw herself at the guy and this and that and stuff like that. And Naffissatou too, not being able to communicate clearly and stuff. Like, they used her to, there was a lot of propaganda in that case. But I mean, you should read the book though, like, to get the details. But one good thing about it is Nafi fought. I love the fact that she fought to the end and she got justice. She got justice because she wanted the best for her daughter Amina. Like, she was fighting with the mindset of, you know what, I came to this country to give the best to my daughter and I'm not going to leave. And guess what? She got the victory at the end. And then for Omelogor, right? Yeah, she went to the US and she wasn't happy. At the end of the day, she went to the US. She Omelogor felt like the US was a place where she should just go for vacation and come back. Like, when it was like kind of her home, she didn't feel welcome, like, in class. She said she felt so old because, I mean, she had been out of school for a very long time, and she has really, 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 she had really gone far in her career. So, talking with her classmates, sometimes some of them, even the way they communicated, they probably just hated her for like working in the banking sector because, as I earlier said, banking has shitty, 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 shitty. And this babe exposed a lot. I know, yeah, this book is fiction, right? But it feels so real because like, everything, I think you just like need to read it, and at one point you will feel like it's your life. Because I think what Chimamanda was just trying to do in this book is she's trying to be like, you know what, your dreams count, your voices need to be heard, like, you need to get what you want, like, you need to push forward. And I loved it because in every part, like in every episode and everybody's like part, like, I think there were some little things there that actually really resonated with me, and I've also actually gone through it. As I earlier said, like, I read a book like Good Girls Get the Corner of the Office. I think I used to be like that before I read that book. When I started my career, this thing, it was really crazy. You know how you're in the office setting, like, you're very smart, but you don't want to express yourself. You feel like, oh, the guys should talk first. In your mind, you're doing respect now. Oh, Ogasa, all those kind of things. And let the guys get the best idea. Oh, I'm just a lady. Or they see that, like, they see your work, appraiser, you get excellent, but they will not promote you because they feel like you're the kind of person that will always be righted over. Like, so with Omelego's part in her career, was like, it really resonated with me, and I think I'm applying that in my like job now, and it's working. Like, I love the fact that Omelego, before she gets into the board meeting or this, she rehearses in front of the mirror. She keeps her, there's what they call poker face. Yeah, she keeps her poker face, and she speaks with, will I say, authority, or she speaks with facts. Yes, that's the word. Because if I say authority, I think maybe some people will get me wrong, because most times they always feel like female bosses or female leaders are very rude and arrogant. Yeah, sometimes it's not that we are, it's just the way we communicate. And we feel like if you're bossy, that's when you'll be respected. But I love what Omelego did. She didn't come off as pushy. She came with facts. So what I just noticed was, I mean, study in the office very well, study the politics in the company very well. Study, if you have something to chip in the meeting, make sure you do your research very well to be able to, like, you speak facts, right? You'll be listened to. And also be pushful in life. Sometimes life can really, really get at you and stuff. And what I got from Naffissatou's this thing is, don't give up, keep pushing, and one day you will come through. Another thing too, like, I think I don't know if we actually know, like, if you would like me to create to do a video on finding purpose, just drop it in the comments, because I think that's one thing that we really need to, while we are on our, we are like, on our way to getting success in our career and in everything in life. But I mean, while we are on our way on to that, we should try as much as possible not to forget our purpose, because I think the purpose is what is going to give you direction, for you not to feel lost at the end and all of that. So that's it, guys, for Dream Counts by Chimamanda. Um, bye, and see you on, will I say next week or Saturday? Yeah, and I promise I will be doing videos twice